Okay, we're back with part two. I'm gonna try to go fast today because I need to finish it. Okay, so Onelia Stevens, have you used your new phone? Yes, I'm using it right now. It's amazing, guys. Really amazing. Then the next one is Theodore D. Poet. Looking at the year so far, what would you say is your biggest personal achievement? Looking at the year so far, my biggest personal achievement, buying a house and living in God's promise. Yo, guys, you're gonna say I talk about God a lot, but I'm gonna tell you guys why one day. Um, how do you stay motivated and inspire faith? Ish, the grammar. Yeah, this person's name is Ding. Ding, yeah, Ding. How do you stay motivated and inspire faith? I stay Oh, okay. So how do I stay motivated? So there was times in school and when you were growing up, like when your parents wouldn't be there in school. So if you fell or if the teacher shouted at you, then they can't say no, don't cry or whatever. You kind of like have to self motivate yourself, like, hey, be strong. Even like sometimes when you pray and stuff, not everything that you ask for at that point in time happens. Sometimes it feels like you're praying but God's not listening to you, so you kind of have to motivate yourself. So that's how I learned to stay motivated, if that makes any sense. So you have to self-motivate yourself because you are here for yourself, you're not here for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for saying fave. Then we have a bunch of rubbish comments. We're not going to read them because it's from the same person sending the same negative things all over, and I'm not going to give you a name. Then we go to the next one. Can you consider making a second series for YouTube channel, turning my house into a home? I am going to make a second series. That's why I said I want to answer all these Q&As, because probably from like not next week, the next week, from December, I'm going to have a new series coming. And will it be about my house? Probably not, because I'm still trying to make my house look the way I want it to look. And even when it looks the way I want it to look, I feel like you'll see bits and pieces of it, but I won't show it to you guys, because it's not a passion of mine to show people my house and like what I own, if that makes sense. Also, I'm not trying to make it like an expensive palace. I'm just trying to make it new and fresh for myself to be happy in it. But that's a good idea. It's a nice idea, just not for me. Then Jane Molebale. Do you think that we as shippers love you so much? Do you think that we as shippers love you so much? I believe that a lot of people love me. I don't know how to answer your question, but I just feel like I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I feel like there's some that do and some that don't. That's how I can answer that one. Then Viwe Mtukushe. No question. I just wish you a happy and peaceful festive season. Thank you so much. I wish you a blessed one too. Then Sarah, Ashley, be a YouTuber for me, please. Yes, we're definitely getting there. I'm thinking about it because like I love being on TV, and so far I haven't been on TV, so I'm just gonna make this my own TV. Okay, thank you for that one. And then Salome Gold. Someone told me not to read the people's names. I don't know why I mustn't read the people's names, because this is not a anonymous. This is like ask a question. Love you from Tanzania. I love you too. Thank you so much. And then Busy Beehives. I know you're private, but sharing 0 to none insight into your personal life. Still love you though. I'm not very private. Like when it comes to myself, I always said I don't like privacy. When it comes to myself, I share as much as I can, but I'm not going to share like stuff about my family because they didn't sign up for this, like I said yesterday. Then she loves herself. Hey guys, the names that you give yourself on Instagram, I feel like, so you don't want us to know that it's your name, but it's nice. She loves herself. Very creative. Not a question, sis, but I don't think it was a good idea to change your name to the brand. Oh, even before I read your question, I read your name, and then I read the question or the statement that you're making. I think it was a good idea. I don't think it was a good idea. I know it was a good idea, because people are gonna take me more seriously now. I'm always gonna be Ashley Ogle. People are always gonna know me as Ashley Ogle. But my Instagram, remember, that is like my curriculum vitae. So my CV. So it's gonna have to be like Ashley the brand. I'm a brand, guys. You know? Yeah. But thank you. Then Kiale Boga. But how? They made it like a name. Kiale Boga 23. You've spoken about suffering from depression and anxiety. How do you prioritize your mental health? I think I said it yesterday. Prayer is the first and the main way. And the other way is that sometimes I take medication. Today I didn't take any, thank the Lord. I've just been so peaceful, you know? But yeah, that's how I do it. Because there's literally no other way to do it. Then call her Lady V. You mentioned that you don't want to go back to your 9-to-5 job. What are you planning to do for yourself in the future? Well, when you make plans, or when I make plans, when human nature makes plans, God laughs because he has his plans for us, but he does put desires in our hearts so that we can go forth with what those desires are. And if we do, it's God's plan, you know. So I always believe that I am meant to be in this space because of the desires that I have in my heart. So I know I'm not going to go back to 9-to-5. I'm just going to keep on pushing with TV and being a social media personality. Does that make sense? Yes. So yeah. Now where was I? Oh yes. This one is from Ezintle Manya. How do you always find humor in every situation? So it's funny, like I'm even laughing before the question. So last week my sister was with me and she came to my house, and a lot of the time I always tell everybody that my family, when I laugh, they don't pay any mind to me. It's been this way since, like, I think I was a really small, maybe even 2 years old, for as long as I can remember, because I have like a really good memory. I've always just been someone that laughs the whole day, whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, like, and then I also just laugh to myself. So it only becomes noticeable that I laugh too much when I'm around other people. But when I'm around my family, they mize me so bad because they know you're laughing for nothing. That's not really that funny to all of us. So they kind of just ignore me. So it's only now that I get made aware, like, you're laughing. But yeah, it's not something that's that serious to me. There's humor in everything in life, guys. Like, because the worst thing, there's nothing really bad that can happen. The worst thing that can happen, I've said this before, is death. And if you're a Christian and you believe in Jesus Christ, to me, you're gonna go to heaven. So how's that the worst thing that can happen? Yeah, but everyone's feelings are valid. Let's not forget that. Then Precious 0908, how are you feeling and how are you? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. And I'm doing my YouTube outside of my rocking chair. Guys, I haven't sat on this rocking chair because for 6 months living in this apartment, it's been winter, and I'm very scared of Joburg winter, eh? So I didn't come out. But now it's going to be summer, and this is going to be outside in the yard, and I'm going to be rocking. Hey. Then Gali 510. Okay, it's not spelled like Gali, but Gali 510. Hey love, do you get overwhelmed by all the love we show you? I think I answered this one from Zaifa. I don't get overwhelmed by all the love that's being shown, because I have a lot of love to give also. I'm just really grateful and thankful, and yeah, I just want to give it back also. Like, it's like, yes, let's be a community. Then Lesotho Tsepo, can you answer this question via your YouTube, please? How? Yeah, but that's the question that you gave me, because there's no question. I'm answering it. How do I answer a question like this? Can you answer this? Oh, you mean can I answer this questionnaire via my YouTube? Yes, I'm doing that. Thank you. Then Slendile 1756, what is your motto? My motto in life is, you'll have so many mottos, right? There's no need to be a baddie when you can just be a maddie. But then I'm just joking. The main one was I always used to listen to this one in school. In my school, we used to have assembly every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and we used to have word of the day and thoughts of the day. So in high school, so one thoughts of the day that never left my brain was, don't make the sky be your limit when there's the moon, the stars, and the galaxies that you can reach, and just beyond the universe. So I don't like make them my limit. There is my limit. So that's my main motto. Also, my other motto is like Drake, YOLO, you only live once, and then I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know, I'm joking. But yeah, all of those things, they motivate me every day. You know, when I want to be spontaneous. And then, what is the next one? Oh, next page. Not a question, super proud of you. You are doing it. You are it. Clock it. That one comes from Nwabisa Dimple. Thank you so much. Thank you. Squeezy83. Hey, she had a lot of questions. Why did you... Hey, now you're asking me about other people. Let me not answer that one because I don't think... This is my YouTube channel. And when I'm speaking here by myself, I think that it's not appropriate for me to speak on other people's names because I'm the main character of my story. And that's just how it's gonna be. I am literally Ashley freaking Ogle. Anyway, no, I'm just joking. I'm not like that. But I don't think that it's appropriate. Slendile1756. What are your New Year resolutions for 2026? And can we expect any business from you this year or next year? Like I said, one thing I don't believe in is New Year's resolutions because I used to make them before and they never used to happen. But when I just like said thank you God for this year, and like I just said I know it's gonna be a good year, then this is when I had the best year of my life. All the other years I made resolutions, I'm gonna, like, remember before I used to weigh like maybe 55 kgs and I used to say I'm gonna lose 30 kgs this year. Meantime, I'll be staying the same. Like, I'm not gonna cut my hair, my curls are gonna be flawless. Yeah, like I'm gonna work here, I'm gonna earn this amount of money. Those things didn't actually happen for me. I just say this was the first year where I just said, thank you God for this year. I'm thankful to God for this year, and I know it's gonna be a good year. And woo, what a great one it was. Because anything can happen. You cannot plan for the future. Like it even says it in the Bible. That's why I always say God willing. And some other religions like Islam will say Inshallah. You know, like you can't make the plans, only God can make them. Then the other one is Nomtirara. Nomtirara. Okay. Your heart, your strength, your faith. It all reminds me that God really does place light in people. Definitely. And he doesn't just place it only when you're in a good space in life. He places it from when you are like born. And then you just only realize it when you realize it. It's actually crazy. Very crazy. Right now I'm getting a back sore because I'm trying to stay all the way up. Then Precious 0908. How are you feeling and how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm amazing. I think I answered that one. I think she asked it twice. Hey love, do you get overwhelmed? That's another one again. Okay, next one. Nwabisa Duma, not a question, super proud of you. Yes, thank you so much. Then nope, we're not answering questions about other people. What are your New Year resolutions? Like I said, I answered that one. Are you happy? Like, are you okay? Are you happy deep down, my doll? I wouldn't be this... Like, I'm a very vocal person, eh? If I'm not happy, I'll tell you. I don't know why I'm like that. Even there's like some people that try to do this thing like they try to get back at another person that I'm not gonna speak to you, you know, like that revenge, whether it be with like someone they're fighting with, a friend or a relationship. I'm not like that, yeah. Like me, if I want to speak to you and you try to say you're not gonna speak to me, I'll message you and I'll speak to you. If you don't want to speak to me, I'll try again the next day. Until I am satisfied and I'm tired, I'm like, nah, I'm tired now. Then, but when you obviously like try and speak to me again, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be tired of you also. I'm very vocal. I don't know why I'm like that. Even when like we have fights at home and stuff, because obviously I have a lot of siblings. So when I fight with them, I don't wait until like 5 minutes afterwards or 5 days to go and tell them like, oh, I heard you said this. No, that's why they don't like to tell me things. I go there. I'm like, why did you say that? Like, I don't know. I think I need a bit more self control in that. I think that things can just get dealt with there and then, rather than to keep them inside. Because I used to be someone that keeps like my feelings inside, and it didn't work out for me. So when I got like to 20, I just started with everybody. Lion King. Then the next one is your heart. Your then I don't know how to read this name. It's GX Shedona. Do you believe that they are still sweet Ashley Ship? I'm not answering anything about that because I've said enough about it, and quite frankly, I don't care. Like I said, if I want to say something, if I want to talk about something, I definitely will do it. And if I don't want to, if I'm over the situation, if I'm blatantly over it, I'll just be like, man, it is what it is. Don't say. Then, Vasahil. 5 thing. Guys, me, spelling and grammar. I don't know. My sister's an English teacher as well. This bothers me. 5 things you love about yourself and 5 you hate about yourself. You mean to say 5 things you love about yourself and 5 things you hate about yourself? 5 things I love about myself. I love that I'm God-fearing. And if you're God-fearing, that's everything. I love everything about myself. There's not something that I can pick out, What I don't like about myself is that, like, the word vomit. I can just say anything at some point in time. That's not cool. I don't like how I have the ability to just, like, not care. If I overtried with you and then you still like irritate me, I can just like not care. I can forgive you for what you've done, but I just won't like care, And 3 other things, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I have really big titties that I don't like because they make my back sore. It's no secret. Okay. And I don't like that sometimes I just have the urge to cut my hair, which is actually a bad thing in the Bible. It says that you're like, you're troubled in some sort of way. But sometimes I just have the urge to look like Halle Berry. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think that was 4. Right. Did you sweet squeezy 83? Did you go to Mprudi, the chef's house, that day for dinner when you all were invited? I don't recall that, and please don't ask me about other people. But I'm reading it out because it's a new negative comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been asked about that person before. Next one, Matlolo 30. Giveaways? Yeah. Giveaways on what though? I'm not gonna do. I think that I only do giveaways with stuff when they're given to me by brands. But other than that, I just do gift packages for people that I feel like speak to my heart in the moment. Because there's a lot of times, right, when people always give to orphans and they always give to like these homes and stuff. But I know that growing up, at some point in time, I didn't have what a lot of people had. But then I also didn't have nothing that people would be like, no. I was kind of like midish. So I'm like, if only I could have somebody help me in my midish center of life, then maybe I could get as far as other people could. Because there's that thing of NSFAS in this country. Like, when you don't have money to study, you go and apply for it. And then when you apply for it, your parents, if they're earning a certain salary, you can't go because like your parents are earning too much. And then if they are earning below that salary, then you can go. So, but then at the same time, they can be earning more than that salary that is required. But what if they don't have the money because they have too many children? or which was the truth. No, but they ended up paying for my study shame. But at some point it was like, Aish, yeah. So I feel like I was those midish people where I needed the help. So I feel like I like helping there. That speaks to me because those people are a lot grateful. Because there's already a lot of people that help the poor, the very poor, and the very less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Right. You still considering working with Dove? Guys, I was just joking. I make a lot of jokes. Like I said, I don't hold back on the stuff that want to come out of my mouth, which I should probably start doing. I was just joking. If they come, like, why not? But it's not something that's in my head, oh, I need to work with. No, not really. But if they come, why not? What are you most grateful for in 2025 and what are you looking forward to in 2026? Most grateful for my house. What am I looking forward to in 2026? Just more of God's blessings. Then Busy Beehive again. Why don't you influence for makeup or beauty brands? Because they haven't approached me. Like, I think that I have sent I think that people have sent proposals on behalf of me. I'm not gonna lie and say I have sent. Yeah. And then they haven't approached me, so I was just like, I'm waiting on it. Guys, I'm waiting on you. And if not, then that's God's plan. Then Michael Dick 22. How has this year been for you? This year has been amazing. Been very much more spectacular than any other year that I have lived in terms of like blessings and just so much. Sally in Ketoa. What is your highlights of 2025? Buying a house. How are you holding up after the show and all the drama that's always happening? Kia, oh, I come from a family where there's drama every day, every second, every hour. And I also watch reality TV where there's drama every day, every second, every hour. So I'm like, this is not new to me. That's why I always say I wanted to be on a reality TV show because I love drama, man. Even when I watch movies, like me and Tyler Perry, we best buds because he gives drama. Also, I'm from the hood. I'm from Wentworth. What do you think happens there when another auntie borrows sugar from the neighbor and the neighbor doesn't return it when it's payday? Or there's just so much drama. Then, out of all the hairstyles you've done after BBM, which one is your favorite? Dancing curls. Dancing curls, of course. How has life been so far, Nolu? Life has been amazing, right? Life has been amazing. Obviously, there are. Yo, now I'm outside and that motorbike, it's not giving. Life has been amazing so far. Obviously, there's ups and downs, but the downs are stuff that I can deal with, you know? Yeah, because there's nothing you can't deal with. Then Mokwena, hope you have your birthday month. Hope you have your birthday month, love. You always remember God is backing you up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And God is backing us all up and you. Thank you. Maureen, what projects are you working on for the end of the year or beginning of the year? Nah, no projects. I don't recall saying I was working on a project, but thank you for that question. Are you working with a new brand right now? Even if I was, though, I won't be able to tell you guys. So you just have to keep looking out. And then Lady Aman 4, have you gone for any acting auditions? No, I haven't. I haven't gone for any acting auditions. And there's a story behind that one. But one day I'll share it, just not today. One day, just not today. How's the new house setting up going? Today is Tuesday. I am only moving in on Sunday. So, yeah, I'm only moving in on Sunday. Busy Beehive, why don't you post more about your everyday life, or you just have a private, or you just a private person in general? I'm not a private person. I answered that one. I'm not a private person. Then, what is your hobby? My hobby. My hobby is to. I don't have a hobby. I do things that I need to. But if I had a hobby, it would be chilling. Like, sorry to say this, but it's the truth. I procrastinate a lot. And if I took the procrastination seriously, like, oh, I'd be buzzing right now. But because of that, it's a bummer. What advice would you give to someone struggling with their faith right now? I've been there. We've all been there. I think that God only gives struggles about faith to people that are going to be successful, people that are going to make it out of what they're going through. So, yeah, keep struggling with your faith, but don't give up on it. Definitely. When do you feel the most content with yourself? The most content with myself? Can I be honest? When I'm thin. Because I just feel lighter and I feel like I can do anything. But when I'm a bit thick, it's like, hey bro, I feel heavy. I just feel so heavy. Then Wendy, which series are you currently watching? I'm watching The Big C. Actually, after this video, I'm going to go back to watching it. It's a series about cancer, but it's really nice. Then Nomitara, what's one moment in your life where you really felt God guiding you? All. Definitely all. If I had to talk my stories about God, guys, I think I have 1,001,000. So one day I'll tell you about that one. Then Mary Angel 19. No question, just want to say, ek is baie lief vir jou. You are doing amazing, proud of you. I love you too. And I understood that. Yay! I understood that, Afrikaans. Thank you. And then Nancy, I have no question to ask you. I love you so much from Zambia. God bless you in all you do. Thank you so much. Like, I love Zambia, guys. Zambia, Gambia, I just love it. Then Vumeka, are you currently working with any new brand? I can't tell you even if I was. But just so you know, even like my old brands, not my old brands, the brands that I'm currently working with, they take me so seriously. So I don't think there's a brand that I've stopped working with. So I'm always doing work with my brands. They're so loyal to me and I am more than loyal to them. Are you going to create a channel here on Instagram for us Ashes and Ash Angels? I was, but then I figured that people had to pay money for the channel. And I'm like, nah, Soze, after everything they've been paying money for, no ways. DM me, I'll answer you. Sumaya Rose, how are you and how has this year been to you? It's been amazing, Sumaya, really. And thank you for always reposting my stuff. Nomitara, what's your favorite Bible verse and why does it speak to you? My favorite Bible verse, not because it's short, right? There's two. But the first one is Jesus wept. That's because it's short and because it shows us that God gave us a God in a human form. He cried. So it's okay to cry. I don't like crying because people see your weak spots. And when Jesus cried, that means that he in that moment, he needed God also. He was just like us. Then the other one is John 10 verse 10. The devil comes to lie, cheat, and steal. I learned, that was my first Bible verse I ever learned. That was like literally the part where I started knowing that God is real and that I'm a Christian and I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I learned this Bible verse in a tent. Like, yeah, I'll tell you that story like probably on TikTok maybe after this. I learned that Bible verse in a tent when I was in grade 1. And then ever since then I've just been going. And yeah. Then, not a question, but I love you so much, baby. Thank you, Olade. How do you navigate through difficult challenges you face in life? Every question is gonna be about God because, like, I'm not a lonely person. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. I'm an alone person, so sometimes I feel like people can't help me just because of the anxiety that I have, and I feel like only God can. So all of these questions, they're going to relate back to that. No question. Ngifuna ukuthi nje ngiyakuthanda uJehova. Angigcinele wena. I think you're saying something that you like the way that I love Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. I tried. Not a question, but I love you so much, baby. Olade, thank you. I love you too. How are you emotionally, mentally, and physically? How are you? Emotionally, I'm great. I've always been intact with my emotions. Mentally, sometimes I have a bit of breakdowns because I don't like to be clustered too much with work and stuff, but I'm also still great in that aspect. Physically, I'm unhealthy. I'm unhealthy. Queen Malaba, what did you learn from your fans? What did I learn from my fans? I learned that, I learned so many things from them. I can name a whole list from the starting of how to draft out a proposal. Then I learned that your fans can be the ones to either make you or break you. Then I learned that you cannot disrespect your fans because they literally the ones that make you, right? Um, Even though I always say God is the only one that makes me, but God actually gives it to your fans, if you have fans, to make you, because they're the ones that are sending out your proposals. They're the ones that are trending you. They're the ones that are rooting for you, donating money for you, making sure you're living comfortably, like getting work. So you cannot disrespect them. But then at the same time, I also learned that you just need to, you need to have the spirit of discernment and trust who you feel is trustworthy, if I can put it like that. Now I just moved away from the question. How will you feel if you don't win the third award? I didn't win it. It's coming to think about it, there were actually 4 awards, and I thought I was gonna get 3 out of 3, but I only got 2. I kind of saw it coming. Like I said in the last video, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. So I was like, I'm gonna leave my 2 cents, and even if you don't like it, I too bad. So I left my 2 cents because what I said was right in every way. And I wish we can discuss this further. Maybe on the next YouTube video I'll discuss it further. But yeah, for now we're just giving every question a chance. How will you feel? Yeah, we moved on from that one. Then Mr. Kane, what is one moment in your life where it was controversial not to do something, but you did it anyways? Almost everything. Because people just make the norm, think that everything that they have been doing in the past in society is normal. But it's actually not. That's why the world is just getting worse. That's why the country's economic growth is just getting worse, because you're just making things that are not normal. So I always oppose myself to it. I'm just that person. I'm not trying to be controversial, but I feel like with the decisions that people make, I just have to be. I'm not asking anything. You are beautiful. God bless you. Thank you, White Rose. You probably are too. I see a profile picture. Very beautiful. If you could give your younger self one sentence of advice, what would it be? Don't be scared to die, because you're going to see a lot more years. Because I was scared to die when I was a child. I don't know why. Yes. Hadebe Sane. Hi Ashley, when are you coming to Durban? I wish to meet you. I think I'm going to come to Durban probably like soon. I can't say why or for what, but I'm going to come to Durban for soon, and I really wish to meet you too. I have no question, but I want to tell you that I am very proud of you. Thank you so much. Samkelo Gwenya. Anvilia, what is the next move, baby girl? I'm not too sure. Just going with God. If you could give your hi Ashley, when are you repeating the questions? I have no question, but want to tell you that I'm very proud of you. Thank you. What or who is your dream collaboration? What or who is my dream collaboration? Working with Skims. I'm Kim Kardashian's biggest fan. I'm just a Kim Kardashian fan. Working with Skims, yeah. How do you deal with pressure and expectations? Don't expect anything from me, because the minute you start expecting, I feel that you're expecting, and then I just don't give it to you, because I don't expect anything. So why are you expecting from me? And then pressure, I don't deal with pressure very well. I get nervous, and then I got like, leave me alone, everybody, and then I just chase everyone. Then Notolo, all-time favorite movie. There's so many, but it's Friday with Ice Cube, and then it's A Bronx Tale, and then it would be all the Bring It Ons, and Yo, there's just so many. There's so many. How, please, out, and then it's white chicks. Yeah. Okay, last one. What advice would you give someone who looks up to you? Do what I say, but not as I do. Do what I say, but not as I do. Okay.